Travis Kriens here with Joe Mitchell.
Yep, hello.
We're going to take a look back at the 2001 national title game. It was a great game.
It was an absolute stunner, really. No one had the Miami Hurricanes beating the Nebraska Cornhuskers here in Pasadena. But I tell you what, they did pretty well. They did pretty well for themselves.
Do you remember this game?
I do remember this game, actually. I remember good old Eric Crotch, as I like to call him. Couldn't believe that he won the Heisman, but that's kind of what happens, I guess. Big Miami fan back in the 90s and early 2000s. Oh yeah, they were the big team to watch. They had all those
Johnsons,
all those first round picks, Warren Sapp and Derek Brooks and guys like that. I mean, they were fun to watch. I mean, Ken Dorsey. I mean, you'll see in this game.
Well, looking at this, Keith Jackson, he's really good. But that other guy,
I've never heard of that guy.
No, I've never seen that guy.
I mean, this is like we were talking about. This is your national championship game. This is your national championship.
And this was before they did the extra game, where they would have, there would be 2 games play at the Rose Bowl.
Right.
You said,
right.
No, this was the Rose Bowl.
This is the Rose Bowl game.
It wasn't the Rose Bowl, and then a week later they're playing again at the same spot.
No, this is your game. This is the Rose. This is the granddaddy.
Regis Philbin.
We have a Regis Philbin sighting here, folks. We don't know who won the toss.
Nebraska. I like it when they do the instead of heads or tails, they just have the logo on the coin, and whoever shows up on the logo, that's who wins the toss.
And I'm interested to see too. Was somebody sponsored this game? Because you had the Vizio Rose Bowl or whatever it is.
It used to be like the AT&T Rose Bowl, maybe. I want to say.
I have no idea. That's what I'm interested to see. What if they do show some sponsors
I'm
here?
Sure they will.
I'm sure they will too. I wonder about Keith. Whatever happened to Keith Jackson? Is he not? Is his health declining or?
I'm sure he probably.
I mean, he looks like he's about 95 in this right here, and this is what 15 years ago.
10 years ago.
Oh God.
This has got to be one of the last real big games that he ever did.
Yeah.
He stuck around there a few years, but he never went much away from the West Coast.
Right.
Craver, I don't remember him.
So yeah, we've got 2 guys spotlighted right here.
I remember him.
Quio Craver and Dewan. What was his name?
Daquan Gross.
Those guys.
I was a Nebraska fan growing up.
Oh, interesting.
So I remember this abortion of a game here, and
I heard it gets pretty ugly here pretty quick.
Frank Solich, they ran him out of town pretty quick after this. A year or 2 more.
I don't remember this guy at all.
You don't remember him?
Nah.
Shoot.
Well, I was 11 years old. You got to think about that. I mean, I know the big guys, the big players, but as far as Frank Solich, the coach for the Cornhuskers, no, I don't remember.
The game, you got double sideline reporters here.
Okay.
You got Lynn Swan here.
This is who was that other one? We don't know.
He's been around a while. I can't remember his name, but he's I think he's still there. I think he does a lot of the World's Strongest Man commentary.
Ah, right. That's very profitable for him. Yeah, that's.
Because I remember the Nebraska game before this, because they didn't win the Big 12. They got crushed by Colorado. They put up 62 points against Nebraska.
Right.
Ran all over them.
And somehow this was the talks of the end of the BCS. The BCS's demise.
Yes.
I remember this was the big poster child of this game. You have this game, and then 2004. I mean, I'll say it 1,000 times. Auburn not getting in there. Undefeated SEC team. I mean, you think about today and one-loss SEC team that didn't even win their own conference getting in there. So, Well, we just kicked off here. Miami's going to receive this opening kickoff, and wow.
You're going to see here. It's going to be a pretty good start for Nebraska.
I mean, he just tapped him at the 6-yard line right there.
Yeah, this game ends up being a blowout. The second quarter, they score a tremendous amount of points, but through the first quarter and a half, it's a pretty close game. But then Miami puts on the burners here.
Yeah. Well, so here you go. They're spotlighting Ken Dorsey. Back then that was a pretty good season. Today's standards, I mean, well, he completed 58% of his passes, not bad. 2600 yards.
What was his one loss here? 25-1.
Oh man, that's a good one. That's a Sporkle quiz in and of itself right there. Be one answer, but I mean, hey, if you can get it, then.
You got a trio of running backs we saw here. Who's this?
This is probably Portis.
Yeah, you got Clinton Portis, Frank Gore, Willis McGahee.
Frank Gore, I guess, might not even play in this
Probably
game.
not.
But they do have Najee Davenport.
Look at this.
And he carries the ball.
Johnson,
Jeremy Shockey, unbelievable. Jeremy Shockey is one of my favorite players. I always love a big white guy.
Kind of a bitch, I thought.
Well, I don't think so. I mean,
Brian McKinney,
unanimous All-American.
Vikings drafted him. and he did not play for half the season because he held out.
That's cute.
And never a big fan of his.
Wow, yeah.
First, I mean, look at this here.
They're Shockey. Oh, my. And that's why you got to love them. I love power guys like that. That might sound a little gay, but hey, you know what? It's a big dude.
You can't change who you are.
You can't change who you are. Exactly. I wouldn't say gay, just kind of bi-curious a little bit, but nothing too gay.
Yeah, he was pretty wide open. They're just outmatched all game long. I think this is going to be a trend.
Right. Well, that was great.
The speed of Miami.
That was great play action. I mean, like we've talked about how you stop McGahee and Portis and all those guys, and then as a linebacker, how are you going to cover Shockey? And if he gets in that second level, which you just saw there, safety trying to tackle him, gain another 3 or 4 yards. Yeah. Unbelievable. So now we got some kind of officials.
I have no idea what this can't be anything.
Some old
Courtney,
Johnsons.
some guy named Courtney.
Courtney Mousy.
A 70-year-old man named Courtney.
Your boy, which we know and love. So now, of course, I formation is hitting it right back to him.
Had a chance there.
Yeah. Ooh, well, there you go.
I knew a guy, Charlie Hildebrand.
Okay.
He was at this game, big Nebraska fan. His dad had season tickets for years.
Where was he sitting?
I don't know, but we probably saw him somewhere.
Did he say that he was been here, or do you have actual evidence, or?
I don't have evidence.
So you're going on the word of mouth.
I'll go word of mouth.
Yeah, I don't know if that stands up in court.
He's a stand-up guy.
Okay.
Even when he's sitting down, he's a stand-up guy.
Interesting. All right. Well, 2nd of 11 here.
Another play action after they ran out on first down both times.
Absolutely horrible throw by Dorsey. That's probably why he's drafted in the 7th round.
We were doing some sporkles today. We saw he got drafted by San Francisco.
Yep, 7th round.
Starts there.
Started about 4 or 6 games, somewhere around there. Maybe it's 10 games.
Went to Cleveland, started some there, and then he was out of the league pretty quick. Two terrible quarterbacks when it came to NFL.
Wow, yeah. I mean, Glenn Dorsey and 2 Sporkle quizzes in one day. That's pretty good. Pretty good stuff.
Maybe the only 2 he's on.
Yeah,
NFL
probably.
related.
Well, they might have something to call it. Yeah, NFL, yeah. Definitely.
3rd and 11, got a good pass rush there, just probably throws it away.
And Nebraska forces a punt.
Good start for them.
Yeah. Maybe they do deserve to be here, Travis. Man, look at those Johnsons. They're all watching the game. And
Oregon, when Joey Harrington, they crushed Colorado in the Fiesta Bowl that year. Craig Bohl, this is great here. Craig Bohl, current head coach at North Dakota State.
Interesting.
Current head coach there. Went here after he got fired at Nebraska because of these poor performances in back-to-back games here.
So he's been there ever since?
Yes. Gave up about close to 100 points in 2 games there.
So I got to figure he's almost God for
he is.
North Dakota State.
There's nothing to do in Fargo, as we go to commercials here. There's nothing to do in Fargo. So that's why they're just huge fans.
You got to be. We had some technical difficulties here.
Eric Krupp's leading the squad here.
Yeah, the old Heisman Trophy winner. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Are you kidding me?
7 touchdowns, 10 interceptions.
Oh, my gosh. Ugh.
They had a big game that year against Oklahoma. I think it was 1-2
national television. That always happens.
And Nebraska ended up winning that, and they had the halfback pass to Eric Crouch. We'll play that on his gravestone.
Yeah, probably a little bit before my time. What do you think he's doing now?
I don't know. He was with the Rams a little bit.
I like Tracy Wistrom's haircut is just absolutely.
His mustache was better.
So these are your corn-fed boys here up front. Man, those guys look huge. Look at that big old center. Woo! We don't have to block that guy. There's another run.
No surprise there for Nebraska. I mean, you're gonna.
Oh no, definitely.
Get a lot of the run here.
You're right.
I mean, look at this deal. I mean, we'll get past
McDougal and Joseph. I think we're both. I know Joseph was a first-round draft pick. I'm pretty sure McDougal was a first-round draft pick as well. Of course, you have Jonathan Vilma from Saints glory. Good old Bountygate.
Piece of trash.
Terrible. Ed Reed, who I'm pretty sure he is high as a kite in this picture. He has his eyes closed. And, of course, Philip Buchanan, another first-round draft pick. Maybe second, but
First round.
Look
at that, Ed Reed, 9 interceptions that year.
He was a ball hawk back then.
I'm sure
that was a designed run, quarterback draw.
Fairly certain.
Safe to say that I don't think Nebraska's probably ever faced a team with this much speed.
It's interesting.
Go ahead.
Because this is, January 2002, 2001 season. just a few years ago, back in the mid-'90s, they tore up Florida. And when you think of those Florida teams, you think of athletes and speed.
Right.
And just how, I think that Miami team was better than the Florida team. But those Nebraska teams of the middle 90s winning 3 out of 4 national titles. With the same offense they're running here.
Yeah, but they got Frazier.
Yeah.
That's a little difference. I mean, Crouch, is great, and I'm sure he knows the offense, and, he's pretty fast from what I remember, but...
Maybe that's Philip Buchanan, I want to say?
Could be.
Doing defense and then going back there for special teams.
Yep, there you go. That was a good little return there. Good little return. Miami's going to take back over here, I think at around 35-yard line. So, good.
See, Charlie's in here somewhere. I'm willing to bet Charlie.
Is that him right down there?
You see him?
I think I see him. Is he right there?
See him there?
Yeah.
Right next to that one guy?
Yeah.
Good.
Okay, so the big key. That's
we'll stop the option.
Wow. I love the first one, no turnovers. That
really?
Usually that helps.
Mm-hmm.
So, wow.
That's out of the backfield.
Awesome.
Probably wasn't the greatest pass. Probably should have caught that.
Well, it's Dorsey, so you're not going to get the greatest pass ever, but got to make do with what you have, I guess. Oh, boy.
And Larry Coker, he didn't last much longer after this anyway.
No, he didn't, surprisingly. He was out of coaching for a while, then he went to, pretty sure it's UT Pan America.
San Antonio?
I thought maybe it was Either or. Oh, it was San Antonio. You're right. UT San Antonio, wow. Why would you take a job like that? I mean, they have to pay him some money, obviously.
Can we see that sponsorship down here?
I didn't see it.
Nobody's gotten to midfield yet, so we don't know.
Right, and there's a guy who just tripped in the back. Definitely some
early game
jitters, I'd say. Nobody's looking too smooth here.
Unlike that game a couple weeks ago.
What's that?
Alabama.
No, not like that at all. Not like Alabama Notre Dame in the national championship here. Not like that at all. I'm glad we picked this game. We didn't pick the Miami-Ohio State game because I don't think I could see McGahee's knee getting torn up again. That was bad. I'm glad we're picking this Miami game.
The first edition of this little smorgasbord of old games.
Right.
With new commentary.
And
nice pass, nice catch there. Shot your boy again.
Shockey, of course, and he makes the first down, so he's got to celebrate.
What a cocky sucker!
He's got to celebrate on that now. I mean, that was a great catch. 10 yards. We got to celebrate. Come on.
Boy. Very unlikable.
You might say that, but I just like the way he plays on the field. And this is a time where, you're going to see Andre Johnson, I'm sure, in this game, and you're going to Peter Warwick and guys like that. He played at Florida State. Everybody favors the black guy who can run fast. Well,
he's not either one of those.
He's not either one of those, but I would say he's probably better than both of those guys, at least in college.
Better than?
I think so.
Peter Warwick.
I think so.
He was a Heisman Trophy guy.
Well, I mean, Shockey. Look at what Shockey's doing. Shockey's a great player, man.
He was a Heisman Trophy.
I can just see it.
Get off the field.
And
can't block. We're going to run this play, so get off the field.
Oh, they're going to spread them out.
We're going to run.
Shockey in there. And he missed an assignment there. He's got his head down.
The Vikings coach Leslie Frazier has been told he will return next year, so that's good news.
Oh, that's awesome.
They were 2-11. Fantastic.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
I hear there's this pretty good Florida State quarterback coming out. I should try to pick him up next year.
Oh, yeah. What's his name? Ponder. I think he was hurt all year.
Nice.
But, yeah, let's take a first-round pick on him.
They haven't had a lot of success here running the ball.
No, they haven't.
Early on.
You got to think Nebraska's got probably really good size up front with those good old
hog mollies.
Yes.
That's what I call them, hog mollies.
Right. So we got some sponsorship here, Monster.com. I think there is one, and I'm pretty sure I see AT&T.
Yep, AT&T
Rose Bowl. It's like a good crowd out there. Everybody, Miami come. Well, I don't know how much Miami fan there are.
Nebraska, they travel well. There's nothing to do in Lincoln anyway, so nice pressure there. That one almost intercepted.
What happened with that?
It
was intercepted. It actually was. Number 3. Great job there. I don't know what was going on with the offensive line there. I don't know if they thought it was a screen or something, but they didn't block anyone.
No.
They didn't block a single guy up front.
Somehow the Packers are trending here. I don't know why. Oh, they were undefeated. That's why. So a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
About a year ago.
Well, they just brought a heavy blitz. They brought about 6 guys, and that was a hell of a catch.
Was there a replay?